What is going on, YouTube? Hayden here, and in today's episode, we are going to be looking at XRP, Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, VONG, which is the Russell 1000, and the S&P 500. Lots to go over, lots to discuss in today's video. Specifically, we need to look at the weird influx, like reversal. We're seeing stock markets move up while cryptocurrency moves down for the most part here. Actually, I take that back. The market's just refreshed. I guess I didn't have this fully updated here. Today, we're starting to see quite a bit of a correction here. Not surprised, really. And honestly, if we continue to fall, it wouldn't even be a bad thing in the stock markets here, down to like, I don't know, 65.79. We're currently seeing a big sell-off today, but it's a necessity. We are overbought. It doesn't make sense to continue to pump higher. So to see a healthy correction here is really not a surprise or nothing to worry about. We're overbought on the daily. That's a given. So even if we pull all the way down to like here, 116 from 120, that's healthy. That's necessary. But we're seeing it within all the cryptos. Bitcoin, major reversal down to moving average. Looks good right now. Ethereum, major correction right here. We could just ever so slightly tweak this and make that still within our descending fractal here. XRP, major correction down to moving average. Consolidation all day today. Same thing with Solana here. We could possibly do something like that and still make it worth our while, but lots to go over in today's video, specifically with us hitting these lows. Is this the lowest point we're going to be moving to, or are we now going to head up even higher? That's the question for debate. That's what we're going to have to go over and get into in today's episode. So with all that being said, smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's see what's going on. So first and foremost, trading at 40 on the Fear and Greed Index. I mean, the lower we go, the happier I'm going to be, because this just means there's more and more opportunity for a more neutral recovery, an easier, more obvious recovery. More potential is the word that I'm looking for here. And you can see last 7 days, we look good. Like last 7 days, yeah, we've been coming down a bit, and down, but we've been kind of consolidating now, consolidating here and consolidating here. So a lot of these cryptos they've fallen, they've corrected, but we're now starting to see some consolidation, which is healthy. It allows us to hit more neutral levels, and it says, hey, maybe this is the lowest point that we're going to see. And we covered this kind of in yesterday's episode. You can see as I zoom in, basically saying this is insane, like we hit a bottom and that there's a breakout pattern forming. Sorry, 3 months ago. Oh my gosh. But similarly, you can see, so much so, it is insane too. But what just happened to XRP? I have excellent news. Listen very closely. We just saw this major drop in the markets here. Yeah, similar with what I just mentioned 3 months ago here. But we've now seen correction, and we are now hitting lows that, in my opinion, are very solid support levels that hopefully, act like this. That's what we're looking for here. Stock market's pulling down too. It's pulling down pretty strong today, but the market, stock market, crypto is not really seeing, or the stock market is, but crypto isn't seeing that same reaction here. We saw it yesterday. Now we're stuck on support. This is good news, although it does mean there's plenty of room for, VONG, the Russell 1000, and the S&P to head lower. And it could do that. It really doesn't matter. The thing is, I'd like to see that happen and not affect cryptocurrency, which might be unlikely, but we'll see. Anywho, with XRP, your guys' favorite cryptocurrency, you'll notice here we are in a very large symmetrical triangle. Huge candle wick up, lower high, lower lows down, filling in the gap. Phenomenal. Bullish break to the upside here, filling in the gap again. Here we are pulling to the downside. It's interesting. We saw the breakout, but we fell down to support. We've seen this several times where it's kind of a false breakout here, where we break out and we pretty much confirm the direction we're going to be moving to, but we don't see the volume just yet. So if all goes well, we'll see XRP react accordingly, and history will repeat, where we'll hit this and rally up. We'll stay above moving average. We'll stay above price floor. We'll use it, gain momentum, and rally to the upside here. We're trading at 30, what is it? 40 on the RSI. So there's so much room for upside movement here that you don't want to miss out on this opportunity, is my point here. So really, if you want to play it safe, wait for some volume to get back on, wait for us to breach previous resistance of $2.95, and then and only then would I recommend, maybe I would buy in and long this to the upside here. But right now we're going to sit tight and we're going to see, because anything can obviously happen, and there's always that possibility that we could reject and correct. Unlikely, but there's always a 1% chance that anything can happen here. So we have to keep that, nothing's definite. We have to keep that as a possibility moving forward in the markets. But aside from XRP, Solana looks good too. Like Solana had this major correction and an unsurprising dip to the downside here, rejecting fall. And now we're consolidating right here, but we lowered ourselves from overbought at 70 down to 45. Gives us so much room to climb back up and eventually break through that. But you can see as I zoom out, like it was a very obvious rejection point, especially one to try to tackle off of a major rally. You can see how many times in the past here we've used this as a floor. So we finally caught back up to it, but we came back to retest it after what was a major bullish run. We didn't have any volume, liquidity, and room left to head up higher. So to see a healthy pullback, to regain our footing and try again is what I hopefully think and expect is going to happen to XRP and Solana that we have here. Obviously, we'll do all these trades on BYDFI, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. Buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits. Everything you'd want is offered on BYDFI, which is phenomenal here. And on top of that here, you can see they have a TradingView integrated chart here. They have XRP. They have tons of different cryptocurrencies that you can possibly trade. Anything you'd want is pretty much offered here. It's an all-around exchange. And they even have a demo trading account. They have bots, copy trading, trailing stop losses, market limit orders, take profits. Everything you'd want is offered on here, which is, it doesn't get any better than that if you ask me. But moving forward from Ethereum, and even though I do highly recommend you check it out, they have some bonuses and promos going on with the link down in the description. Ethereum also hitting a support. So now it's not only Solana that hit its floor right here, it's XRP that fell and hit its support right here. It's Ethereum that fell and guess what? Hit its support right here. And then it's Bitcoin doing something very similar and hopefully will cause reversal, and Vong that will hopefully cause reversal, and S&P that will see something very similar too. But Bitcoin, like all these cryptos, have hit a bottom. They've hit some sort of support that will hopefully allow us to propel ourselves higher. And we're not saying a major breakout, but Solana has room, XRP has room, Ethereum has room, like Bitcoin has room, Vong is a little different, but all the other cryptos show signs that we've hit some sort of support, some sort of floor, and it's inevitable that we could see some sort of, swing back to the upside here. That's truly what I'm waiting for. It's truly what I expect to see take place. And it's only a matter of time before I think it is going to happen. But that's pretty much going to cover the major cryptocurrencies. Vong looks good as well. Like I do think we will eventually rebound off or just kind of slowly pull back down and then rebound. It doesn't have to be like a straight drop to the downside, although it is certainly possible. And the same thing with the stock market too. But I think overall we look really good and healthy and can continue to head up higher. But I think it's inevitable that we see some sort of healthy pullback take place, which could then allow us to speedline, to the upside here. But that's pretty much going to cover everything that I think I need to go over. Definitely make sure to check out BYDFI down in the description below. Solana and everything else, they look like they've hit some sort of supports. Plenty of room now to head to the upside here on all these cryptos, starting like today or tomorrow here, but we'll see how long we consolidate for. I think the reason we're not heading up now is because cryptocurrencies are falling. I think once they slow down, then we'll see volume come back in, and then we'll see Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptos head to the upside as well. But that's going to be it for today's video. Smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.